Welcome into 23 ABC Sports. I'm Carrie Osep. It has been more than a year since any county high school football team has hit the field. And now football time is finally upon us, as two county teams will kick off this shortened season this week, while we also learn all of the teams that have opted in and opted out of this shortened football season. For the schools who have opted out of playing this school year, those are all three Delano schools, Taft, Tehachapi, and McFarland. As smaller Kern County schools, many made the decision based on low numbers for a season, as well as difficulty scheduling games with limited opponents, with the Kern High School District playing a district-only season. As for the schools playing, it will be all 18 KHSD teams, which begin the week of March 26th. Defending state champs Bakersfield Christian Eagles will start their season on Thursday the 25th, while Garces Memorial and Wasco both kick off their seasons this week with games on Friday. And there's of course an obvious concern of safety with only having a few weeks to prepare versus a typical couple of months with preseason workouts and practices. Another reason some of the schools have opted out. But catching up with the Rams last week, the team has made the most of their time together both on Zoom and now on the field as they try to ease into its season.
We started off slow. We've been blessed because we were allowed back in school a little bit before everybody else, so our kids have been in the weight room. But helmet-wise, we've gone live once since we've been back, and so everything's really controlled. Rams
kick off their season at home this Friday at 7 against Tulare Union, while the Wasco Tigers open up a 3-game season on the road at Templeton. The Cal State Bakersfield basketball teams ended their up-and-down season early in the Big West Championships this past week in Las Vegas. And while that felt like normal to watch our first county teams even compete in a tournament since the shutdown a year ago, now seeing a March Madness bracket set this week feels even more normal. The tournament is set to tip off on March 18th, and all games will be held in Indianapolis to limit travel. The top 4 seeded men's team this season are Gonzaga, Michigan, Baylor, and Illinois. As for the women's tournament, that will be played in San Antonio with the first round starting on March 21st. The top seeds there are South Carolina, NC State, Stanford, and no surprise here, UConn. There are strict COVID-19 protocols in place, including daily testing for both of these tournaments. And once they start, no replacements will be made if a team needs to exit. And I must say, it was pretty surreal to see the runners playing again in a tournament a year removed from the beginning of the shutdown. And even though it's not totally normal, still without fans, it's still pretty exciting to see things get back to normal here in the sports world. And I'm excited to see football kick off this week. For 23 ABC Sports, I'm Carrie Osep.